Good afternoon to all of you, and most importantly, a hearty welcome to Sara and Gregory for their continued journey as husband and wife. They have gone through a lot, and so welcome, and it's a true honor to join you again 1 year later on the actual day, the 20th day of May 2021. So with that, it is my honor and privilege to ask the question, who has the honor of walking the bride down the aisle and presenting her for her continued journey in married life?
Her family and I do.
Congratulations. Hug and a kiss there to your daughter. You can go out and greet him now, yeah. Beautiful. Thank you all for being here to join the bride and groom in this wedding ceremony of June 20th, 2021. And I know you've traveled from many distances to be here, so welcome aboard from the great state of Ohio and Pennsylvania and Arizona and Idaho and Indiana and Illinois and Washington and Georgia, New Jersey, Michigan, and the great state of California. So welcome to all of you. And indeed today, while you have journeyed a long distance to be here, and I do indeed welcome you from all faith traditions as well, knowing that God's love is ubiquitous to the human heart and to humankind. And today the bride and groom, coming from two strong Christian backgrounds, they today are a couple that are inclusive in their awareness of their love touching people's lives from all walks of life, none more important than their own, and that God's love is truly traveling with you as husband and wife. But so are you, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends. Having traveled long distances to be here, you are traveling with them for the rest of your lives by being here this evening. And so I know that I articulate your thoughts and feelings that in every one of your hearts individually and in the communal heart of this community that's now formed by being present with each other, that your blessings, your intentions, your best wishes, your love, whatever the words are traveling with them for the rest of their lives. And every couple needs that. All of us need villages in our lives. Every couple needs villages in their lives. And this lovely bride and groom already have staunch villages in their lives and their families, as well as their dear friends that are standing here in front of them, both family and friends in the wedding party, and others whose lives have been touched by yourself, but teachers, friends, life experiences, all these accumulate and come together here at this moment. So we'll take a moment then of pause to become aware of why we're here and to put away the distractions that may have happened in the preparation today or getting ready, whatever the case may be. And then we come into an awareness of our breath and our intention at this moment. And I do invite all of us to form an intention for the bride and groom's journey, just a one-word intention. And then I'm going to share a prayer. God of love, God of hope, and God of peace, I do not ask your blessings upon this bride and groom at this moment. That would be arrogant, because they already have your blessings. We ask that the bride and groom and all of us will open our hearts even more to your grace and your presence and your peace and your traveling with us in our hearts. And for the bride and groom particularly, that you are full of gratitude at this moment for each other, for this moment, for Bordeaux, France, where you became engaged, for the moment that you first met each other, for your first conversation and your journey together at this moment. And we just indeed call upon God's word from both the Hebrew Bible and the New Testament to bless this bride and groom. From the Hebrew Bible, very simple, from the 23rd Psalm to the bride and groom, the Lord is my shepherd. And from the 7th verse of the 13th chapter of Paul's letter to the Church of Corinth, and he said in the most extraordinary statement of 1900 plus years old, there are in the end three things that last: faith, hope, and love, and the greatest of these is love. There is no end to love's forbearance, to its trust, its hope, its power to endure. My friends, love does not fail. Amen. Bride and groom have chosen a beautiful reading for their wedding celebration, and a very distinct gentleman in the family has been asked and invited to bless the bride and groom with this reading. So I'm going to, at this time, call upon Uncle Tom to please come forward to share this reading with your niece and with your nephew in marriage.
Thanks, Father.
You're very welcome.
Greg and Sara have picked out this reading for all of you. It obviously has significance for both of them, and so they hope too that it'll have significance for you as well. It's from Captain Corelli's Mandolin. Love is a temporary madness. It erupts like volcanoes and then subsides. And when it subsides, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your roots have so entwined together that it is inconceivable that you should ever part. Because that is what love is. Love is not breathlessness. It's not excitement. It is not the promulgation of eternal passion. That is just being in love, which any fool can do. Love itself is what is left over when being in love has burned out. And this is both an art and a fortunate accident. Those that truly love have roots that grow towards each other underground. And when all the pretty blossom have fallen from their branches, they find that they are one tree and not two.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
Thank you.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you.
You guys need to check out.
Thank you, Uncle Tom. Thank you, Uncle Tom. Appreciate that. May the essence and the spirit of that reading continue to bless you as husband and wife. As we continue our wedding celebration, we invite both moms to please stand. And both moms are carrying the rings that will be presented to bride and groom and groom and bride together. But before you present the rings now, I want to bring you back for a moment to the memory of the birth of your daughter and the birth of your son, because you gave them the gift of life. And the rings presented today as a gift of your married life to each other, as you bless one another as husband and wife. So please present the rings to the bride, the groom's ring to the bride from your mother, the bride's ring from your mom. And now I invite both dads to please come forward, both fathers. And we'll have the rings, if they hold the rings a little bit, both there, and we'll have all four of you touch the rings as best you can there. And as we bless these rings again, happy Father's Day to both dads. Congratulations. Happy Father's Day to all dads out here in the community. God bless you all in your fathering of your children, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. And as we bless these rings, let it be a reminder of all of us in committed relationships at this time that we be as true as possible to each other. So let's pause again for a moment with that one word intention that you have formed in your mind and heart. And we ask every person, including the wedding party particularly, to quietly send that one word intention towards the bride and groom's union at this point. It could be kindness, it could be patience, it could be understanding, it could be vulnerability, whatever your word is. And every blessing to both sets of parents and families. And if you still stay with me, and to the grandparents who are with us as well, we want to, in a very special way, welcome both grandmothers on my left here, the groom's side, Mom and Nana from traveling, I believe, both from Pennsylvania, I believe. That's amazing. And over here on my right then, I want to recognize Grandma Lynn and Grandma Ann. Thank you all for being traveling to be with your granddaughter and grandson. And of course, every bride and groom, as we all do, stand upon the shoulders of loved ones, those who have joined the family of God or have transitioned from this life experience into the eternal presence and love. And so I want to recognize Sarah's grandfathers, Tom and Ken, and Greg's grandfathers David and Jim, and also your Uncle David as well, and other family members. So again, to both sets of parents, God's blessings to you all. If you please place your hands on your daughter's head here, wishing her well in her continued journey, on your son's head, continued journey. And now to your son-in-law. And daughter-in-law. Thank you very much. Bless you all. So I take the rings along. Meister Eckhart said many, many centuries ago, if the only prayer we ever say in a lifetime is thank you, it is sufficient. So first and foremost, may the spirit of gratitude be foremost in your lives in the good times and in the challenging moments as well. Because in the challenging moments, our hearts are tested for the spirit of gratitude. May you also dance with the words of the Apostle Paul, that love is patient and love is kind. And any one of us that are breathing know that how challenging it is to be patient and kind on a regular basis. So love is patient and love is kind. The gift of affection in your lives. May you continue to bless one another with the tenderness of affection, particularly when you leave each other's company in daily life, in your wonderful work that you're doing both in the health world, but wherever you're coming and going, as you leave each other and return to each other, as you say goodbye, as you say hello, that's always coupled with some gesture of affection. Trust me, as you well know in your lives, it creates tenderness, it pushes the ego aside, brings the heart to the center, that spells out the words of that lovely line from the author of The Little Prince. It is only with the heart that we see rightly. What's essential is invisible to the eye. And my friend down at the end here, Jason, I believe, he was mentioning me about the Jewish faith, and I have a very dear rabbi friend, Rabbi Steve Findlay in Sonoma. And we have shared some wedding ceremonies together, so I'll pass on the blessings, particularly as we reflect upon that last line that says, those that truly love have roots that grow towards each other underground. And so may the rings that you will place on each other's fingers and your vows and be this blessing, very simply, that intimacy in relationship is retaining your sense of I, while it's at the same time dancing the dance of the us. So may you continue that lovely respect for each other's autonomy and uniqueness, while at the same time beyond feeding the community of love between the two of you, because both go hand in hand. And so at this time then, ladies and gentlemen, please witness me and with me, the bride and groom, continue their journey as husband and wife in the renewal and recommitment of their journey as husband and wife. And so to both of them then, we say the following. I, Gregory.
I, Gregory.
On this June 20th.
On this June 20th.
2021.
2021.
With all my heart and soul.
With all my heart and soul.
Take you to be my wife.
Take you to be my wife.
My friend.
My friend.
My love.
My love.
My lifelong companion.
My lifelong companion.
In God's presence.
In God's presence.
In our family's presence.
In our family's presence.
And this historic community.
And this historic
I promise.
Community.
I promise.
I promise.
To continue.
To continue.
To respect the person that you are, Sarah.
To respect the person that you are, Sarah.
The person you will become.
The person you will become.
To support you in times of trouble.
To support you in times of trouble.
And celebrate with you in times of joy.
And celebrate with you in times of joy.
To treat you with ongoing respect.
To treat you with ongoing respect.
Love.
Love.
Loyalty.
Loyalty.
As your husband.
As your husband.
I, Sarah.
I, Sarah.
On this historic day in my life.
On this historic day in my life.
June 20th.
June 20th.
2021.
2021.
Take you, Greg.
Take you, Greg.
To be my husband.
To be my husband.
I promise and pledge.
I promise and pledge.
In God's presence.
In God's presence.
In our family's presence.
And in our family's presence.
And in this unique community.
In this unique community.
Assembled around us.
Assembled around us.
To take you as my husband.
To take you as my husband.
My friend.
My friend.
My love.
My love.
My lifelong lifelong companion.
my lifelong companion.
I promise to respect the person you are,
I promise to respect the person you are,
and Gregory, the person you will become,
and Gregory, the person you will become,
to support you in times of trouble,
to support you in times of trouble,
and celebrate with you in times of joy.
and celebrate with you in times of joy.
I promise to treat you
I promise to treat you
as your wife,
as your wife,
and you as my husband,
and you as my husband,
with ongoing respect,
with ongoing respect,
love,
love,
loyalty,
loyalty,
as your wife.
as your wife.
Take the bride's ring. This son and your lovely wife's ring. Sarah, with this ring,
Sarah, with this ring,
I pledge to you my heart and soul.
pledge you my heart and soul.
May it always be a reminder
May it always be a reminder
of my love and devotion to you,
of my love and devotion to you.
and let it mark
And let it mark
the beginning
the beginning
of an incredible life together
of an incredible life together
as one.
as one.
Gregory, as your wife.
Gregory, as your wife,
With this ring,
with this ring,
I pledge to you my heart and soul.
I pledge to you my heart and soul.
May it always be a reminder
May it always be a reminder
of my love and devotion to you,
of my love and devotion to you,
and let it mark
and let it mark
the beginning
the beginning
of an incredible life,
of an incredible life,
continuing
continuing
forever
forever
as husband and wife.
as husband and wife.
Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, from knee high on this Father's Day that we celebrate new life and fathering, on this day we recognize the continued new life in the bride and groom's moment life. But every moment is a new moment, because every moment is past and now here. And so today then, as the bride and groom reflect on their journey together from first they met each other to becoming engaged and getting married and now recommitting to each other here this evening as husband and wife, I truly believe that the gift of affection, and this is applicable to all of us, that the gift of affection in our lives towards our children, towards our friends, towards those who are near and dear to us, to those who are special in our lives, it is truly the glue that allows the heart to be the center of a journey. So with the bride and groom then, as already stated, may this gesture of affection that you're having for each other here this evening as husband and wife be a renewed commitment to keeping the gift of affection alive in your marriage daily. So with that, I invite you to bless one another again with your first kiss in this wedding ceremony as husband and wife. Please stand, ladies and gentlemen, for our blessing and pronouncement. Again, I'm going to invite the bride and groom to look towards your families, right here in front of you, and over here. And then to look towards the wonderful wedding party that you have assembled around you. AJ right beside me here, Alex, Eric, and Jacob, of course, family members. Matt and Jason, over on my right, Carly, family member. And then Leah, who's also in the cousin world, and Leah Mitchell, and Chrissy, Chelsea, also in the family, and Zoe and Jordy, and all of us, just a moment, taking the love that you have here, this unique community that these wonderful photographers have captured already, that will travel with you for the rest of your lives as husband and wife. So let's pause for a moment for a blessing. I'm going to turn to a Celtic blessing for your journey. And to all of us and to yourselves. So, to yourselves, may the road rise up to meet you all. May the wind be always on your back. May the rains of kindness and compassion and patience and generosity fall upon you to the ground beneath as you travel together as husband and wife until we meet again. And this historic community comes together. May God hold both of you and this beautiful community and your families, and especially the parents and particularly the grandparents, in the hollow of his hands. So ladies and gentlemen, on this 20th day of June 2021, it is my honor and privilege to introduce to you and to present to you as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Gregory and Sara Kemper. Congratulations.